Begin with, we have this concept of the people from other planets as little green men. Are they green from what you know? Are they all the same?
Unfortunately, they're not so benevolent.
A fucking alien.
What's good? Welcome Area 51 here with your host Jimmy. Another day in the jungle. Give us a like, subscribe, and also become part of our community here in goldenarboxing.com for more news and stories. All right, so let's get to this video real quick. Okay, so apparently the father of Issac Cruz, Sr., has said that it is official, or at least he's under the impression, 80% official, that Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence is going to happen. Supposedly it's going to happen the 22nd of July. And the reason why he knows this is because they asked him to have his son to be a co-feature fight in the event of Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. So I'm a little bit here and there with that because I'm not sure till it's confirmed 100%. But he seems to be under the impression that the fight's going to be made because they asked his son to be part of that event. So these are good news. We definitely need an undisputed championship in welterweight. Floyd Mayweather Jr. didn't give us an undisputed championship. Manny Pacquiao couldn't do it either. So we had to wait a long time to get this undisputed championship. And now I think the last one was like Sav Judah, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was close to see. I think it was Sav Judah, the last one to be undisputed in welterweight. He had 3 belts, if I'm not mistaken. But it's time that we have an undisputed championship, and I'm really happy that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence are willing to step in the table and make this fight happen. I've said many times that Errol Spence is not that good of a fighter. I mean, I think he's a good fighter, but I feel like people accuse Devin Haney of being a weight bully, but people don't look at Errol Spence, which is it's like hypocrisy to the limit. But my point is that, to me, Errol Spence is not going to beat Terrence Crawford. I have Terrence Crawford beating Errol Spence. I think Terrence Crawford is going to be too much for him. I think he's an excellent fighter, Terrence Crawford. I really liked him. I know he's being ducked by fighters like Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia as he's moving up. People say he hasn't fought anybody, but people forget that Victor Postal, was a pound-for-pound fighter in his time. People put him or ranked him in ESPN. They had him like ranked number 5, number 4 back in the day. But people don't speak about that. And in fact, a lot of people thought that Victor Postal was going to beat Terrence Crawford, right? And Terrence Crawford just passed right through Victor Postal, destroyed him. And I believe he is going to show in this fight why he is the best fighter in the world. Now, I have Issac number 1 in my pound-for-pound list. But if Crawford beats Errol Spence, I'll have him number 1 again, depending on what Issac does with Tyson Fury, because that means that we have 2 fighters who have 2 undisputed championships, and that's amazing. We definitely need this in boxing, so it will be hard for me to select which one is number 1 or number 2. And right now I have Jermell Charlo number 2 because he has undisputed championship 154, really tough division. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with all this. This is excellent news. Of course, I'm a little skeptical about this fight for a few reasons. One of them being that Errol Spence, and to me, he's never wanted Terrence Crawford. We thought he was going to fight Keith Thurman, all this jack. The contract, that was just very weird. The contract that they gave Terrence Crawford, no transparency. I mean, who's going to set terms like that? Just didn't make any sense. On top of that, I saw an interview with Steven Espinoza, and he had said that he thought that July 22nd negotiations was something that was between Errol Spence and Crawford, but it was unofficial. But he said that day was wrong. So we'll see. I'm crossing my fingers. This is a fight that boxing needs, but we'll see. But it's good news that at least Issac Cruz, the father of Issac Cruz, has confirmed that they wanted his son in the co-event. So we'll see. I've heard this before between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. I heard this before between Gennady Golovkin and Andre Ward. And these fights never happened. They were all negotiated, blah, 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 but the fights never officially took place. So we'll see. Anyway, give us a like, subscribe, become part of Golden Boxing here for more news and stories, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out to the next one. Deuces.